Hello, my name is Siti Nurfaiza and I am teacher at junior high school in Bangkalan. Okay, I want to describe about my lesson plan and how in my student understanding about descriptive text of writing comprehension. But before I start this learning, first the student will pray and I will begin to attend who is present and absent in class by calling their name one by one. After that, I will ask students about their condition, like I say how are you or how about your holiday. And then I will ask students about material in previous meeting. The firm answer will raise their hand and answer. This method can be make student memorizing about the material. And then I need to give some motivation for student to build emotional closeness. Besides that, when a student is given more attention, they will feel happy and excited about following the lesson. I try to ask students what to do during the holiday. I will also do question and answer about education or interesting things like the future goal of students so that notes are motivated to study hard. I also remind students of the struggle of parents so that their children can be educated, that they can encourage my students. After that, I ask students to prepare pens on and notebook or etc. to take notes, and I show slide in PowerPoint. The material that I submit is about descriptive text. I choose method of PowerPoint because I mean my student can study more easily and have fun by showing slide interesting at PowerPoint. I explain in detail the point of PPT. The first to convey several methods that can be used in writing, definition of descriptive text, structure of descriptive text, or add material like tenses that use in descriptive text or etc. And I will ask students to take note my explanation. This technique can help students to more understand and memorizing if forget explanation about the material. Then I will ask the student to raise their hand and give a question about the material if they don't understand. I will answer this question more detailed and make conclusion of the material. I think I need 25 or 30 minutes for this part. The next step is practice. The first, I give all of student blank paper. I explain the test that must be complete by student. I tell student to make example from descriptive text with free theme. I check student work and student must complete the test individually. The test must be complete at 5 until 10 minutes. The aims why I choose this method, first to make students more understand about descriptive text, to know student thinking skill and encourage the use of vocabulary. I also didn't specifically a theme so that my student could freely work and be creative about why they like to be descriptive text. Students must complete individually to find out the extent of student understanding and student abilities in writing material. I also limit the problem of time so that the assessment is more efficient and doesn't interfere with other learning. This practice is very appropriate for the material I'm giving because if I only give example of text and they will analyzing it will make their difficulty when writing later. After all of students finish their work, exchange with a friend beside them for correction. Students have to correction beside structure, the use of tense or a missing word. If student don't understood how to critique, I will have student to do that. Student notes the name of the character and take a note critique of their friend work. After that, I will read the correction and criticism from their friend and grades from student work. I will give a evaluate of this section, and this aim to make students able to correct and gain new knowledge. Not only it, but students can more attention and correcting mistake in their writing. Okay. Uh, Here I have unit test. I use example of descriptive text. The title is my cat. I choose it because I want my student analyze about it. This example complete with general structure of descriptive text. There are identification and description after my student read the text, they will answer the question in part 1 of my unit test. I choose multiple choice from the example. In number 1, what is the text about? The A. Procedural text, B. Descriptive text, C. Narrative text, and D. Recount text. The aim of the question is that student can analyze and find difference of the text. Student can know the type of the text that is descriptive text, and multiple choice is very easy to test because student can choose one of some answer. In part 2 of my unit test, I choose true or false statement. From the example, he has gray and white fur and his fur is very soft. Students must have concentration and find out the keyword of the question. With the test, students can more attention to the paragraph and give the letter T is true. But if the statement is wrong, the student must write the correct statement. And the last, in my test, I choose as essay from the example. Make a summary of the text. I choose the question so students understood more about the text and can improve vocabulary and how they write paragraph. Besides that, they will also be able to paint in the language of themselves if students can give a summary. In this part, students can get high point if the answer is correct. In the first test, I choose 5 questions with 5 points on each question. If all of answer is correct, student get 25 points. In the second part, I choose 5 questions with 7 points, one each question. If student can answer correctly, they get 35 points. And in the last part, I choose 4 questions with 10 points on each question. If students can answer all of the questions correctly, they can get 40 points. The total is 100 points, and I hope my student can do the best answer and can get a great score. Okay, I think enough, and the last I say thank you.